What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Cosmic Culture, the channel where we talk all things major movie and television news, theories, breakdowns, and much more. I'm your host, Chris, and Disney has seemingly inadvertently released the release date for She-Hulk, a new series coming to Disney+, which of course, like all of the others, will be a part of the MCU storyline. Up until this point, we only knew that Ms. Marvel would be coming out on June 8th. We also know that She-Hulk would be releasing this year, The Secret Invasion was planning on releasing this year, and then of course What If Season 2, and a supposed Werewolf by Night Halloween special, followed by a Guardians of the Galaxy Christmas special. So a lot of projects coming out this year, but not a lot of release dates until today, when the Disney.co.uk, or the Disney website for the United Kingdom, posted a What's on Disney Plus article giving us all of the upcoming projects, and this one has the release date for She-Hulk. If you haven't already, consider subscribing to the channel and turning on that notification bell so you don't miss out on any of our major television news updates. And you can also follow me on my other socials, Instagram at Chris M. Rosser, and on Twitter at TheCultureChris. So here's the article that's on Disney.co.uk, and it was talking about the new projects that have come out and would be coming out on Disney+. We get to the part of the article that says other Marvel original TV series and movies coming to Disney+, and it starts with Ms. Marvel streaming 8th of June. Now, we already knew this, but if you scroll down one more, you get She-Hulk streaming the 17th of August. This new comedy series sees Bruce Banner help his cousin Jennifer Walters when she needs an emergency blood transfusion, and guess what? She receives his powers too. Tatiana Maslany will play Jennifer, who is a lawyer specializing in superhuman-oriented legal cases. Mark Ruffalo is back as the Hulk alongside Tim Roth, who plays the Abomination. So, this is a really cool synopsis. We have a release date, which sounds like we will definitely be getting the original comic book origin for She-Hulk, where she gets a blood transfusion from Hulk. He's the only one that has the blood that can keep her alive, and when he does this, she ends up getting his powers, or as he might refer to it, his curse. We also have our first official confirmation, because this is an official Disney site, that Abomination will be joining. Now, there were a lot of heavy rumors about this, but we haven't seen any images or had an official Disney confirmation, so the inclusion of Abomination is also part of this update as well. It is very interesting that it would be first revealed on the Disney website for the United Kingdom. However, many people are believing that this is an accident and that it might be taken down shortly. We also know, as I mentioned, that we will be getting other projects for the remainder of this year, namely through movies. We have Thor: Love and Thunder, and the sequel to Black Panther Wakanda Forever. Considering that Moon Knight and Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness have already dropped this year, we are having an overboard super bunch of content coming from Marvel, and it seems like it's going to be the trend for the next few years as well, especially since Disney Plus opens up an opportunity for content to be streamlined directly to us. It's a really cool idea that they've been pulling off, combining movies with TV shows to create an even bigger universal experience. The MCU, following the Infinity Saga, has to be bigger, and so far it looks like they're ramming up for something massive, which has been seen through the style in which they have released all of this information. It doesn't really follow the same tunnel. It's not like a river, you start at point A, you get to point B, like it was with the Infinity Saga. In fact, this one is starting off in several different locations, with Shang-Chi having happened and then not being brought up, same with the Eternals. Then you have the events of WandaVision finally starting to connect into Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, and also No Way Home, because that dealt with the multiverse. But Loki, who was also involved in the multiverse, hasn't been included just yet either. So that's all happening. All the while, Falcon and the Winter Soldier's happening in the background, Hawkeye's been happening, you have Moon Knight, who is a brand new character introduced, and then happening in space, The Marvels is coming, Thor: Love and Thunder is just around the corner. So much going on, it's almost difficult to keep up with it. However, I do believe that Marvel has a very specific plan, and although fans are starting to get a little bit antsy or worried if maybe Marvel's bitten off more than it can chew, I think maybe we should just go ahead and trust that they haven't let us down so far. And even though maybe you might consider some of these shows and movies to be a little bit more slow or a little bit less connected, I think that the proof will be in the pudding in the long run with Marvel. Now, to talk a little bit more about She-Hulk, we've gotten very few clips. We've seen the back of She-Hulk's arm, and we've seen the Hulk standing with her inside some type of chamber, maybe where they were able to do the blood fusion. It's not very clear. Like I've mentioned, very few moments of footage and any type of screenshots, information. Nothing's really out there about She-Hulk, but now we do know that it will be coming to us on August 17th. Assuming that Ms. Marvel has 6 episodes, and so does She-Hulk, because that's been sort of the trend for the majority of these Disney Plus series. It will have minimum 6 shows, maybe a few more here or there, and depending how many they release, this will definitely fall in between the Ms. Marvel project and come out before the Black Panther Wakanda Forever project, which is currently set to come out November 11th, 2022. There's also, of course, the massive rumor that still requires a little bit of confirmation from Disney about the Werewolf by Night Halloween special, but this will be coming out before that as well. And I'm pretty sure that the Halloween special will only be a 190-minute episode, since that's how they've kind of described a special. The Guardians of the Galaxy Christmas special is supposed to be a 190-minute episode, and that's kind of all of it. There's not a series that goes on with tons of episodes, so Werewolf by Night won't be overlapping with Black Panther, and hopefully that's kind of how it stays. Just recently we had the Moon Knight finale and the Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness world premiere basically on the same day, and I'm not the biggest fan of that. I think a lot of people didn't talk about Moon Knight because Doctor Strange obviously was the bigger project with a lot more exciting and pertinent reveals for the MCU. Moon Knight got swept under the rug just a little bit, and it's a little disappointing because Moon Knight probably and arguably was the best Disney Plus series we've had so far, introducing a new character as the title character and showing us a whole new side of the MCU that previously we have seen nothing like before. So this character, Moon Knight, is going to be a fan favorite. He's going to be around in the MCU hopefully for a very long time and have some really awesome and promising roles, potentially with Midnight Suns, but also maybe as an Avenger, and who knows where else as we continue into Phase 4 or 5 and through the multiverse for the MCU. So now that we're seeing that all of the remaining projects for the year will probably be coming out in their separate time frames with enough gap between for us to enjoy the success of an individual project, I'm a little bit more happy about that and a lot more excited. She-Hulk should be an absolute blast. Hulk is a fan favorite. People love to know what's going on with his story. And of course there are rumors of a World War Hulk movie headed our way, which would make sense given one of the biggest complaints about Avengers Endgame was that Hulk wasn't really Hulk. He was too smart, too controlled, not angry enough, and that's what everybody loves about the big green guy. So maybe something that happens in She-Hulk will lead to Bruce Banner triggering and losing a little bit of that control and connection he has with Hulk, and then we can lead into some really, really crazy Hulk stuff, which, to be completely honest and fair, we haven't quite gotten in the MCU just yet. But in case you missed it, as of right now, according to the official Disney website on in the UK, streaming on the 17th of August is She-Hulk. Let me know what you guys think about this in the comment section down below. Yeah, that was pretty much what we were assuming, but it's nice to see it on an official website and that it is confirmed. So let me know if you're excited for She-Hulk. Let me know if it's something you are excited to see, something you care about or not, because these Disney Plus shows have a wide variety of information, styles, and stuff that's going on. So let me know where you stand on that. Thank you guys so much for watching to the very end of the video. If you found it helpful, useful, or interesting, consider subscribing, and I'll be catching all you guys on the next one right here on Cosmic Culture.